What's up, blockchain gang? Tons of exciting news today in Web3 gaming, so let's dive right in like a meme coin on public release day. Mythical Studios, the company behind Blanco's Block Party, released NFL Rivals today, an officially licensed NFL NBA Jam style game where players can own cards of real players and use them in 4v4 arcade-style American football games. Mythical Studios also announced that they are migrating away from the Ethereum blockchain to partner with Polkadot, citing that even with Layer 2 solutions and ZK rollups with protocols such as Polygon and Immutable X, the transactions are still not fast enough to satisfy their need for speed. As players compete and win matches, they unlock new superstars and helmet NFTs. Gravity Neo-Sun has launched their new turn-based RPG game called X Heroes NFT War, using the MPL token on the Miiverse chain, which is a cross-chain mainnet similar to Polkadot and offers scaling solutions for ETH, Binance, Polygon, and Clayton. Other games on the Miiverse include Pocket Battles NFT War. Wemade unveiled their roadmap of games released for 2023 with estimations of release dates. In July, Round 1 Baseball is set to release, which is developed by Round 1 Studio. Another MMORPG called The Legend of Mir 2 Gion, Idle RPG's God of Idle and Spirit Saver, as well as the aquarium simulator Abyssarium Origin, are set to release in the second quarter. World Fishing Championship and a TCG game called Valkyries are set to release in the third quarter. Nightcrow, the UE5 MMORPG, just launched their Korean servers with the planned global release in the fourth quarter. They also plan to release Puzzle RPG in the fourth quarter, codenamed Project M3. Could this be the strategy game that serves as the third entry in the Mir 4 trilogy? Let me know what you think in the comments. Wemade was in other news as they entered into an agreement with the Ministry of Investment in Saudi Arabia to grow the blockchain technology throughout the kingdom to facilitate gambling and gaming. So now when you are filling up the tank of your big old SUV, you are literally funding the pay-to-win Saudis that are kicking your ass. If that isn't the single greatest argument for the electric vehicle, I don't know what is. In other news, the Merlin DEX was exploited and drained of over $1 million during a public sale of its Mage token today. Apparently this was an easy exploit to pull off due to a lack of checks on the contract when engaging with the liquidity pool, even though Surtech didn't find any critical flaws in the code themselves when doing the audit. We will have to wait to hear more about this to find out if it was somebody on the inside, or maybe zero knowledge proofs are not the white mystical unicorn developers have made them out to be, and we are simply trading speed for security. In our next story, GamersXP have launched their rewards app. Similar to an Overwhip application, it monitors your performance in top games such as Fortnite, CSGO, Rocket League, and PUBG to provide play-to-earn incentives to users. This is similar to an idea I had if you want to watch the video about that, but the major difference you might notice is that over 80% of my tokenomics model will reserve for in-game rewards, while only 20% are for rewards and staking combined in this project. The GMXP is an ERC20 token traded on the Polygon network. This weekend kicked off yet another crypto convention in the anus of the United States, also known as Austin, Texas. I really don't give a fuck if you were born there. I have been there, and the most exciting thing to do in Austin is buy overpriced drinks in a bar where the waitstaff is paid to insult you. So by their standards, they all owe me 2 Wemix right now. If you ever wanted to attend one of these conventions, get ready to fork over $2K for the basic bitch 2-day pass. Or you can fork over $9,000 for them to roll out the red carpet for you, which means that they feed you and you get a private access to an upscale lounge, so you know who else is exactly as insecure about their social status as you are. You can also get a virtual pass for $200 or, donate the money to hungry kids and watch free porn. I know what I'm doing tonight. Don't judge me, babe. That's what you were doing. Let's see what type of top secret G4 classified information your money is buying. They have a panel to discuss how to make games that don't suck, filled up by people who have yet to make a game that doesn't suck. Are they polling the audience for ideas? Are they here to teach us what not to do? I can sum up this panel for you in 1 minute absolutely free by telling you what these people actually do for a living. Animalia Brands buys games that were already made and went bankrupt to re-release them or flip their assets as cash grabs. Alien Worlds created a game that is 100% user interface menus. I have had more fun playing the 2003 edition of Microsoft Microsoft Excel. Or maybe you can create one-for-one clones of games like Leguana Games is famous for. This is a fucking joke. Maybe if these people would stop flying around the world to bang each other at these conventions every 22 days, they would also stop missing all of their development deadlines. A new trading card game was announced on the Binance chain called Animalia. This is just what everybody wanted. A crypto-themed card game where players choose the side of the bulls or the bears and take each other on with meme cards. Trading with ANM and PHL tokens with a lead-based tokenomics structure. That means that you must have been exposed to lead poisoning in order to lower your IQ enough to believe that this is a sustainable model, with 30% of the tokens as rewards for players. Now, you may want to point to other games with bullshit models such as Gods Unchained or Axie or Illuvium and say that they are doing well, but that is only because their players keep dumping hundreds or thousands of dollars into them, and they are okay with only getting 20 to 30% of their earnings back. I blame public schools and their inability to teach math or statistics to the population at large, or else nobody in their right mind would play the lottery or these games. Unless there were no other available options, because 30% is still better than 0% from data-based games. I just want you to realize that you are only getting 30 cents out of every dollar that you could potentially be earning, when it is perfectly sustainable to pay 85 or even 90 cents. I will continue this quest for the Holy Grail because I have yet to find it, but when I do, you will be the first to know about it as long as you have subscribed and turned on those notifications. Before we go into our next segment, I'm going to start a new feature for returning viewers to the channel. In a continuous effort to add more value to my videos, I'm going to label all of the tokenomics I have talked shit about as shitcoins and put a ticker up at the top of the screen to track their price movements starting from the time that I called them out. I don't hope that any project fails, but I am getting tired of my theories being proven right over and over again and not getting any credit for it. This will also hold me accountable to my own projections so that I know I'm not just remembering the times that I was right while ignoring the times I were wrong. So let's add some more shitcoins to the list. Starting off with this bullshit tarot coin from RoboTerra. Notice the article starts out by talking about Magic the Gathering, but this game is nothing like Magic the Gathering. It isn't even a game. It's a bullshit metaverse where you buy a robot NFT so you can feel like a fucking loser in two worlds simultaneously, while paying them for the privilege to build games for them while also paying for the development of the platform. You need to go to jail. Do not pass go, do not collect $200, go directly to jail, you fucking scumbags. Yeah, nice disclaimer, crypto news. You can hold the soap for them. And what do we have here? Another sponsored post by the Cryptonomist. Your catchy namesake won't save you. Digitoads are the best thing ever, offering one-of-kind attributes like staking? Holy shit, does Elon Musk know about this? With its pre-sale expected to achieve remarkable growth of 4,500%. And they must have been really proud when they wrote this gem because it appears in the article 3 different times. I'm starting to think that maybe crypto advertising isn't even a real person. It's considered to be among the best ICO investments out there. Digitoads has gained popularity for its exclusive best NFT collection. Many investors are excited about their potential for value appreciation. You see, a financial advisor would refer to these as forward-looking statements, but I am not one of those. So I will just use the layman's term of complete bullshit. I mean, look at this guy. I thought my YouTube comment section was barren, but he's made over 2,800 posts and not a single person has made a comment. Well, we are going to change all of that today. We can also see that 14.41% of the tokens are for players and a whopping 46.58% are for investors. Now, I haven't publicly called this one out yet, but it was popping up on news feeds all over on all of my keywords. But Pokemon is a liquid turd as well, and claims to combine Pokemon, FIFA, and Fortnite. I mean, come the fuck on. Did you just do a Google search for popular games? I want to see a Pokemon soccer game with guns and building in a battle royale. Please let me play that game. Of course, only 20% of the tokens are for earning while playing the game. I hope you're starting to see a pattern here. Even if your favorite blockchain game isn't an outright scam like these examples, they share the same tokenomics as scams and are slowly pulling the rug out from on you by default. It is what they are designed to do, so no, there is no fixing it. These are all the stories that I have for you today. I hope you had fun. but I would love to hear about it either way. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so we can do this again sometime.
Yeah, Mr. Laser.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
You will be destroyed.
You're going
The
down.
explosion will be of extraordinary magnitude. Just hang on.
It takes a while.
Oh God, my back!